NFL. The Chargers are #1 in total pass yards, going up against the Chiefs, who will have to be at their best to slow them down.
Larry, football is back in Los Angeles as we welcome you inside the StubHub Center in Carson, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Come on, let's go!
And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Back to throw. Robertson eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Here we go!
Operating from the gun. Robertson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He is leveled. Knocked down hard. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right at the 10-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. 1st down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Looking to throw. Robertson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's fielded at the 45. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back to throw here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll set up to throw. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Second and goal to go now. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Kyle Brinza on now for the extra point.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And to give this time to the tailback. And some space here. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
And he lost the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. He had his eyes on 200 yards last week, earned an AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he was really, really good. Fun to watch back in tape with you.
It was fun to watch, wasn't it? He's trying to have the same type of a game in this one. But what was fun watching was how he read the defense. No matter what they presented, he had an answer for it, and that's why he was open during that game.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Here we go.
On third down, Robertson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 21-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw on second down. Robertson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why
the pressure gets to him again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And now here comes Kansas City. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The Chiefs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Robertson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick six there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
And now here comes Kansas City. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field. And
that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw on second down. Robinson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Chiefs on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Operating from the gun. Robertson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Fielded at the 33. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. come out throwing here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Robertson eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Here we go now. Over.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And now before they run this
39.
play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Here we go now. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Robertson. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hurry up, here we go. 3. Watch it now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to try and throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 9. Good enough for a Kansas City 1st down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzling me a little bit.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back up, Philly. Here we go.
Now back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Oh, he slipped right by him. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Detroit!
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Here we go.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. On third down, it's Goodwin. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a...